Master. My first question to you is, why is it important to adapt your leadership style based on this situation and of the people being led? As I took this section, I really do believe in leadership because my first leadership as an adult was in 1977, which was a combat when I was in the military of how to lead people up minefield hills and all that kind of cool stuff. Well, it was cool then. But my title of today is Understanding Your Leadership Style, which is part of the title of the level which I was taking. There is 8 levels, different types of leadership, and I chose to use my top 4. Coaching. As a quick example of coaching is to take the lead and to get the best out of your employees or your team. The other one was altruistic, which is to guide others with a goal of improving their well-being and emotional state. Democratic, members of the group take the more participation role in the decision making. Authoritative, which was the last one, which my students will tell you I'm very authoritative, and that is one who sets the goals, determines the process, and oversees all the steps and takes and to reach those goals with little input from others. We'll start off with coaching. Coaching is probably one of my, in fact, it was my highest scoring one. As a martial arts instructor, I do feel by leading by example. In the past, I've been a competitor in the martial arts and have obtained, I was a U.S. national champion. I was the U.S. Air Force champion, Armed Forces champion, and Colorado State champion. And as a referee, I was the state referee, a regional referee, and the U.S. Nationals referee. And then as far as the political, I was the Secretary General, then Vice President, then President of the Air Force Taekwondo Association, which was part of the national governing body of the U.S. Olympic Training Center. I was also as an Assistant Commissioner of Region 2 for the Olympics in Taekwondo, and I was asked to be the Ethics Commissioner for the Global Task Group, which was a group of grandmasters throughout the whole globe. And I've been on some boards as board members for nonprofits. So that all helps me out as far as with the coaching because I'm bringing in all those experiences because that's what I do. The second one was artistic, and then that is teaching. And then by teaching in the martial arts, also by teaching self-defense in a wide range of clientele, seniors, youth, I've had ladies, hikers and runners, medical, what I call MLM, which is your multi-level marketers like real estate agents, Mary Kay people, physical and mental disabled. With that is trying to learn how I can get all of this positive well-being and let them know that they can stand up and feel counted and wanted, the whole 9 yards. So that's probably why that was number 2 on my list. Being democratic, I created what I call a Black Belts Guild, and that's all my black belts that I've promoted. And when I change something within my program, that's when I go to them and ask them, what is their opinion? Or do they have any suggestions? And that gives everybody a chance to be part of the group. Also, by being a president of a nonprofit organization, I do the democratic type of leadership style with my board of directors because I want to hear their input. Because sometimes, as you know, as an individual, not necessarily just a leader, but we do get tunnel vision. And with the tunnel vision, we just don't see what's on the outside. Sometimes we just need somebody to pull on the sleeve and say, hey, wait a minute, time out, let's try this. Okay, let's do it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then finally, authoritative. The authoritative, um, growing up in the military, or basically military bases, we were very restricted on the rules and guidances. So I grew up around that, and then joined in the military with 21 years of service. And as a non-commissioned officer, it was also my part in delegating the responsibilities and the different types of leaderships that we need for the different types of situations. So whether it was supervising someone in a motor pool or in a combat environment or slash non-combat environment, you have to follow the rules. And most of it was safety. And for those of you veterans, my favorite saying is, safety is paramount. I love that saying. I love that saying. So my fellow Toastmasters and wonderful guests, this is so important that to me, that leadership is earned by pulling your experiences and of others with a goal of being better. I thought that up last night. That was really cool. So I'm gonna put my name on it. Here is my challenge to you. Try them all. Try every leadership style that's out there and bring in your experiences. Only you can determine which one or a combination works best for the best results. Mr. Toastmaster.